I can't believe he said this. Dead ass looked me in the eye and said, "So you like putting dicks in your ass?" Hi. What's motherfucking good, brats? I'm scared, yeah. No, because this is probably going to be the scariest video I've ever made.
Yeah, this is gonna be so awesome.
First, I would like to thank you all for giving love to my videos. I thank you so much. Thank you. I love you all. I just love you brats so much. Like, y'all my bitches. Like, y'all my bitches. But for real, I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. I love you. Now, I can like sense the hate this video is gonna get. I can just already see now the kids I went to school with typing hate crime me in the comments. I can just see it already. Bitch called me a psychic.
Eat shit and then get sepsis after that and then run outside because you're in so much pain. Get hit by a fucking car, hit and run. They don't even come and check up on you.
You've seen the title already. This video's gonna be about me giving a story about my time in a homophobic, misogynistic Christian high school. That bitch, that was an experience. Like, I'm so glad I got the fuck out that bitch. No, because my friends, well, those bitches are fake. My classmates from middle school were like, "You're not gonna survive, Rodney. You're literally gonna you're gonna get bullied. You're not gonna survive." Like, I was like, "Fuck you, bitches. Like, I'ma do me. I'ma do me." Bitch, they were right. No, I'm not gonna say they were right. I'm gonna say, bitch, I survived. Here, bitch, I made it. I'm thriving. Period, as I motherfucking should be. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's get into this video. Okay, to give you context, I'm skipping freshman year because pandemic, COVID, quarantine, online school, etc., etc. You know the gist. I'm in sophomore year and I'm finally entering, school IRL. And so, no, because this is my first day, I already felt like like out of place. I feel like people are looking at me. Bitches are like staring at me because like I'm different. The reason why I had no friends, besides like 2 I made and like 1 person that was from my old school, was because all of them were like rich, preppy, Caucasian, straight, misogynistic, racist male. And if they weren't, they were like POCs. But like, I couldn't befriend like any of them either because the POCs that were there were either homophobic or trying to fit in with the Caucasians. And the only way to fit in was you had to be either Caucasian, you had to play sports, or be a nerd. Or all 4. Or if you're all 4, it's your set. Like, I'm so serious. You're set for life. I'm actually meaning for life. Please do not look this the fuck up. Don't give me in trouble, brats. We're moving on. So the first incident was the first day of school. It was like literally first period as well. The beginning of the goddamn day. Minding my own business. And literally this guy comes by me and asks me, "Can I touch your hair?" Huh? I'm so serious. I'm not exaggerating. No way. This is happening to me. This is no way. Literally, I was like, hell no. And then I asked, who the hell are you? Like, hello? Why are you asking a random bitch if you can touch his hair? And that was the first incident. Now, let's get into the friends I had. The friends I had, they weren't the 2 friends I was talking about. The 2 friends I mentioned, I met them like later in the year. But the fake friends I had were, because like I had no one else to like talk to. It was 3 of them. One of them was best friends with the other. And the third one, he like kikied for a while until like I started to like not hang out with any of them anymore because I was getting sick of their shit. Let me give you context. This was like 2 weeks into sophomore year. The fake friends I had and I were in the cafeteria. This guy comes up to us. He was black, and he like started bothering me and my friends, but mostly my friends. I think he was just trying to get a reaction out of me. I don't know. He said to them, "You can say the N-word around me. You can say the N-word."
I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
As a bad bitch I am, I literally was like, huh? No, the fuck they can't. He just stared at me. He was like... After that, he like starts asking everyone at my table, "Are you gay? Are you gay? Are you gay? Are you gay?" And then he went to me and he asked, "Are you gay?" And I was like, "Yeah." Bitch, I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking, bitch. I just said it, cause like, bitch, I'm not afraid to hide shit. He was like, "Are you being serious?" I was like, "Yeah." He literally, no, listen to me. No, I'm so fucking serious. I can't believe he said this. Dead ass looked me in the eye and said, "So you're like putting dicks in your ass?" There's no way. Like, no way this is happening to me. After that, it was fucking hell. People like started coming up to our table, like harassing me, not my friend, me, just me in general. This happened for months. Since prom coming or whatever was coming up, guys coming up to my friends and I and kept asking, "Will you go to homecoming with me?" As a joke or whatever. And this is the gag. None of my friends did nothing about it. None of them. They just sat there quiet. And when I tried to defend my fucking self, all I did was like, "Rodney, like, stop. Like, Rodney, stop." I need therapy. This next incident happened a month in school. I did algebra and geometry in like freshman year or whatever. So that allowed me to like take algebra 2. And that's the class juniors take. So I thought this class was gonna be like mature, since, you know, they're juniors, they're 17, they're about to graduate. That's not the case. One of the kids started picking on me in my class. Well, not one, two. And you know what? They're related. Those two were related. They were cousins.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
The first incident in my class was I was doing nothing besides taking fucking notes. This kid that was in front of me, he was like the class clown or whatever. I feel like he wasn't getting attention at home. But like, he's like the class clown or whatever. He kept turning back around while I was like staring at the board.
You ghetto, nasty liberal.
When he like kept turning back around, he just stared at me while I was like taking notes. And when he stared at me or whatever, I felt so nervous that I couldn't focus on fucking taking notes.
What? I don't feel anything.
And when I like stared back at him, he just goes like,
"Get up!"
Literally, I'm getting hate crimed everywhere. This kept happening till the end of the year for like weeks. And then the second incident came. I think he like told his cousin or whatever what was happening in class. And his cousin decided to fuck with me as well. I was already paranoid and freaking the fuck out because of like everything that was happening. So I was like on edge. And mind you, this was still 2 months in this high school. His cousin or whatever, he like sat behind me. So cousin in front of me, cousin in the back of me. What the fuck? He decided to like poke my back for fun or whatever. What was your mindset? I ignored him for like a good 10 minutes. He kept doing it. I heard the bitch in the back of him, his friend, kept saying, "Keep doing it, son, keep doing it. Like, I think you're waking up." Bitch, you were right. Cause I turned the fuck around and said, "Bitch, you poke me again, I'll punch you in your motherfucking throat." Exact words, I swear to you. And he was like, "Oh, it was just a joke, I'm sorry." Literally, he decided to tell the entire class about what happened. Oh, while I was there. Like, bitch, you acting like I can't hear you, bitch. You're right behind me. The entire class thought I had no chill, which I don't. Mind you, the entire class kept fucking with me the entire year. And the teacher didn't do shit, but I loved her. I let it slide. 6 months into the school year, there's like this huge incident, huger than the shit I've already talked about. It was PE class or whatever. We were playing basketball, and there was like this member on the opposite team of mine. And he was like, I feel like there was like something going on at home. To give context, he was like that bad boy, like bad boy like in a romance movie. We're leaving it at that. I hope that gives enough context. But we were like playing basketball. He tried to like shoot the ball or whatever, and I blocked his shot. And everyone was like, no way, your shot just got blocked by Rodney. When I like blocked his shot or whatever, and when everyone said good job, he literally said, yeah, good job, bag. I'm not even kidding. I was standing there like, I was like, there's no way I'm taking that shit. I talked to my most favorite teacher, which was my biology teacher. I was like, okay, so like this kid just called me the F slur. What are you gonna do about this? And he was like, yeah, there's no way I'm tolerating this shit. I'm talking to the principal. That didn't do anything. It made it fucking worse, which I'm not saying to kids who are getting bullied that you shouldn't talk to a teacher or an adult. You should do that. Deadass. For me, that situation made it worse. I'm so glad I talked to him though, because he got suspended for half a day, which is like, what? Okay, so basically, the principal suspended him for half the day the next day. I didn't know this at all until like the time we had like PE together, and this is how I found out. I walked in PE class, getting changed in the boys' locker room. I just like start hearing like all these conversations of like, this kid got suspended, this kid got suspended, this kid got, I didn't care because I didn't know the kid, and I don't care if like any of these kids get suspended or not, so I never give a fuck. Until I heard my name. One kid said, this kid called Rodney a fag, which they said the word, which is like, y'all are literally doing the exact same thing the kid got suspended for. When I heard that, I was like, there's no way this is happening. How the fuck did these bitches find out? I like calmed myself the fuck down. I was like, so like this kid probably like spread it to his friends, and they spread it everywhere. When I say they spread it everywhere, I mean they spread it everywhere. Like the entire school was talking about Rodney suspended a kid because they called him a bad. Everyone kept saying the word as well. Like they only suspended him for half a day. And then when I asked them about that, they were like, we don't like believe in them like getting suspended or like expelled because like they won't learn anything of it. What?
I smell bullshit.
After that incident, bitch, when I tell you I was so fucking scared to walk the fucking hallways, I felt everyone like staring at me, like judging me, like shaming me, like in the hallways. And I had to put up for that for the rest of the fucking year. The next and final incident was literally at the end of the fucking school. I couldn't leave that bitch in peace. It was 2 weeks before the end of school. I was like walking to my car ride. While I was in the middle of walking, these kids were like, Rodney, your mom just hit this kid's car. I was like, what? I like started hearing yelling and fuck you, bitch. I literally I just see this dude yelling at my mom and then driving away. So he like drove away hella fast and like stopped right by me. And his like friends were in the back of me. And he was like, this dumb bitch just hit my car. I ran to my mom and I was like, Mom, what happened? What happened? She was like, while I was on my way to pick you up, he drove out and like, hit the side window. And we called 911. And we didn't want to just like drive away from the incident without reporting. And they were like, well, if you just drove away and if you don't have any scratches and if you don't want to press charge, you can just go. And we were like, okay, sure. The next day was probably the worst moments I ever had at high school.
Oh, Lord. Again. Again.
My mom told me that she got a message from him, which is just like, how the fuck did this kid get her phone number? The text said, this is the person you hit yesterday. I drove away and like checked on my car, and then when I came back, you weren't there. You know hit and run is illegal, right? What? First of all, you admitted that you ran away from the incident. So that was the hit and run right there. My mom decided to go in and report the problem to to the school and tell the principal about like what happened, what went down, blah blah blah, X, Y, and Z. And they were like, yeah, we're looking into this right now. And then when she asked, how did he get my phone number? The vice principal said, oh, I gave him it. And this was his excuse. He was like, I gave him it because he said that he was gonna give it to his dad.
I smell bullshit.
Which is just like, what? Why would you give a kid a parent's phone number? That makes no fucking sense. We should sue the school. They decided to call his dad or whatever. And they discussed it with him and found out that he did put the phone number in his dad's phone, but never gave the phone number to his actual dad. He snuck his dad's phone, typed my mom's number into the phone, and texted her, harassing her, etc. And then deleted the message so the dad couldn't see it. These bitches are sneaky. The dad was like, I know for a fact he was the one that was in the wrong. And I was like, and they said that several parents have witnessed the incident and the cop as well. We have like a school cop or whatever. And they said that he was also in the wrong. The principal and father was like, oh, please don't take this to court, blah, blah. They'll like teach him whatever, tell him not to mess with me, blah, blah, X, Y, and Z. She agreed to it because like there wasn't any scratches, we weren't, you know, gonna do anything if there wasn't actual major damage. That was gonna be the end of it, right? Bitch, it wasn't. I went to school that day. Bitch, I was expecting like nothing else to happen. I went to first period class or whatever. I was just like tired. I was out of it because I wanted this fucking school shit to end. I just didn't want to come to the school at all after all that. After everything I've been through, like, I wanted to just leave. I sit down in my seat. Why did the entire class ask me, so like, did your mom hit this kid's car? I was like, huh? How do you know about that? Bitch, every class I went to, they were like talking about it. I heard my mom getting dragged for Bill. The entire day I heard, that bitch is lying, that bitch is in the office right now. That went on for an entire week. I was mentally checked out. I was like, how the fuck do these kids know about this? When he claimed that he went around the block to check on his damages or whatever, he didn't do that. He actually circled around the school so we couldn't see him and waited for us to drive off and recorded that shit. He recorded us driving off and put that on Snapchat and said, hit and run, shake my head. In conclusion, online school. This was an emotional experience for me, but thank you for watching and I love you all. Subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below. Follow all my socials and I love you all so fucking much. Love you. Bye. Bye, loves.
When it's time to go to bed.